Being from here, does this All-Star experience hit any different coming back?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously South Bend is 2 hours north, but spent a lot of time here, played a few state championship games here, a few AU tournaments here, and obviously have a lot of family throughout Indiana, so spent a lot of time in Indianapolis, and it's crazy because it's like a full circle moment for me. Already seen a lot of familiar faces, obviously got a lot of people coming to the game, including my family from South Bend, my kids, obviously, so yeah, it's exciting being here, and what a better place to host it than Indiana, you know. Hoosier hysteria is real, and I'm an Indianimal to the core.
You won some state championships here. You mentioned you have a particularly fond memory from that run you had at South Bend?
Yeah, absolutely. South Bend, Washington. I think it was 2007. I'm showing my age around here. But yeah, my sophomore year, we won the state championship here, and that was the first time we won it. We had a small little school in South Bend facing these big teams in Indianapolis. But yeah, wasn't too successful the other few years, but definitely that's the most memorable one in 2007, taking it home here.
It's been 15 years that you've been in the top 10 in terms of real scoring in high school basketball. What's the biggest lesson you took from that time that you still have today?
Have fun with it. You know, I have a passion about this game that I think really exudes when I play it to the core of how I approach it every single day. And so just having fun with the game, not taking anything for granted, and putting the work in, because eventually the work shows.
Were you in the CBA meeting yesterday?
Absolutely. It was over 40 of us there, and I love the representation, because as many years as I've been in the league, that's the most players that have showed up to a CBA meeting.
How happy were you with how it went, or disappointed?
I was extremely disappointed. You know, it's a lot of talks about expansion and new teams and things like that, and we can't have an expansion draft if we don't have a CBA. And so the players have been working tirelessly. Obviously, Mecca Ogumike right here to my right is the president, but I really appreciate the unity from the players. You know, we want this league to sustain for a long time. I want this league to sustain throughout, so my daughter can play it, my 2-year-old. But it's a lot of things that they need to understand that we're serious about.
What's used important that's been missing in those conversations?
Well, it's other specifics that I won't get into.
Sure.
But when we talk about revenue share and things like that, you know, it's things that we're not going to budge on until we can get an adequate response. And so I was disappointed with the response from the league and the representation on that side, but I was extremely happy with the representation of the players, how we showed up, our messaging, and how we stood on business.
Are players passing up paid opportunities to be there for the CBA meeting?
Yes.
I'm sure too, just the activation.
Yes, we are. Yes, we were. Obviously, it's a lot going on, and there was a lot of players present that weren't All-Stars as well, obviously. And so, like I said, the most important thing was us sitting down at the table yesterday, and I was proud how we all took the time to do so. This league is for each other, and we're always going to be advocates for each other, and you know, for the sake of this league, you know, our players have to be happy and healthy.
Being an Indiana native, obviously the signage around town and everything. I mean, what is it about basketball in Indiana that's different, having experience as a player?
Man, I guess I didn't know any better, because I live here, and then I went to Notre Dame, and so, you know, I didn't really know anything outside of it till I got there. And people wonder why are you so? I'm like, this is Indiana, it's basketball. But obviously Hoosier hysteria is real. And from the moment you can stand up, they put a ball in your hand. But it's around, inside, outside, 3-on-3, 1-on-1, 5-on-5. Just always grew up playing the game. It's the most accessible sport. And so, yeah, we playing against old, young, you know, it's all kind of, you know, culture that comes with the game of basketball in Indiana. So many stories of how it started. And, you know, for me, I use the game as a vehicle to get to where I am today. So, yeah, definitely appreciate, you know, just being here, I guess, being from here, and the love of basketball is still with me to this day because of that.
Our trips to
NBA Australia. I just wanted to ask you about playing with Ezzy.
Yes, Ezzy. Love Ezzy. She's amazing. She's an All-Star, a champion, still really young, but has spent 6 years in this league. So for her age, she's young, but she's a vet in our league. Defensive anchor, first team all defense. She really holds us down. Leads the league in blocks, I believe. So just amazing seeing with her, as calm as her demeanor is. She plays with a lot of intensity and bravado on the defensive end. So we love playing with Ezzy.
What she told you about Australia? She taught you anything about our culture?
She haven't really taught me a lot yet, but she always tells me I need to come over there. So maybe next time I have to take a trip over.
So many teams have multiple All-Stars here, including you guys.
Yeah.
How much does that add to the experience when you can spend time with teammates or make it about the Storm for a couple days?
Absolutely. I think it's great for the representation. Obviously, you know, been wanting to team up with Nneka for so long, and she's here on her 10th All-Star. I'm here on my 7th, but yeah, sharing the experience with her. We've been on 5 teams together throughout the years, and so I don't take it for granted. That's one of my best friends for over 20 years, and so it's amazing to share any basketball experience, especially at this part in our at this stage in our careers. And then with Gabby being her first one, and for us being here for her first one, well deserved. But really going through that process with her and getting to see her get the recognition that she deserves.
Do you still get any type of different emotion coming back here, or when did that end for you when you became a pro?
I guess so, because maybe now I look at the last few All-Stars differently because I'm a mother, I guess. But now I am like, we did half-court shots, and I was like the last one to shoot the damn half-court shot. We did youngest to oldest, and I was like, wow, here we are. But no, I don't take it for granted. You know, it's amazing. It's different this time, like I said, because my kids get to see me play. And that's a big deal, and that's what I wanted. And that's why I wanted to have kids during my career if I could. I don't have to be back in my day. I'd be like, see, look, mommy told you. So they're here now. They're here in South Bend. They'll be here for the skills challenge tonight. And then obviously with Erica being here, Erica being in the skills challenge. So it's dope having a lot of Storm representation. It's dope to get to experience it with my teammates. And it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I don't take it for granted. I've been here 7 times.
Oldest, youngest next year?
Yeah, absolutely. And I missed it.